The color of silence. They say silence is golden, but sometimes silence is a chain. It holds you down, wraps around your heart, and reminds you of the truth you tried to bury. My name is Ethan Walker. I used to wear a badge. I believed I was serving justice until the night justice died, and I helped kill it. The rain poured like it was washing the streets clean, but some stains don't fade that easy. Ethan sat in his patrol car, hands gripping the steering wheel, radio crackling. He'd been on the force for 12 years, long enough to believe he'd seen it all. Then the call came in. Possible robbery in progress. Suspect. Black male, early 20s, wearing a hoodie, last seen near 5th and Madison. He hit the siren. Adrenaline. Habit. Training. As he pulled up to the store, he saw a figure running, young, terrified, clutching a backpack. Ethan shouted, "Stop! Police!" But the boy ran faster. Ethan chased him down the alley, puddles splashing, footsteps echoing against brick walls. He caught up, slammed him against the wall. "I didn't do anything," the boy cried. "Hands where I can see 'em." Ethan barked, heart pounding. He cuffed the boy, still shaking, his voice trembling. "Please, sir, I was just walking home from work. My mom's waiting." Ethan searched the bag. Just a few books, a sandwich, and an old phone. No weapon, no money. "You fit the description," Ethan muttered. The boy's eyes widened. "The description? What description, sir?" "Being black." For a moment Ethan froze. His training told him to stay in control. His conscience told him to listen. But before he could answer, backup arrived. Officer Kane, his longtime partner. Kane's voice cut through the rain. "Good work, Walker. Let's take him in. We'll sort it out later." The boy, Marcus Reed, 19 years old, looked up at them with eyes full of fear and disappointment. Police station. Fluorescent lights buzzed. The room smelled like sweat and metal. Marcus sat alone, wet clothes clinging to him. Ethan watched from the other side of the mirror. "Kid scared," said Officer Kane, sipping his coffee. "They all play that game. Cry innocence, wait it out." Ethan didn't respond. Something about this didn't sit right. The store owner hadn't confirmed a robbery, only reported a suspicious man. But by the time Ethan checked again, Kane had already written the report. Suspect resisted arrest. Possible stolen items in possession. "That's not true," Ethan whispered. "Don't worry, partner," Kane said. "We've got procedure on our side. Let the system handle it." But the system didn't handle it. Crushed him. Scene 3. The death of Marcus Reed. Late that night, as the rain still fell, Marcus Reed was found unresponsive in his holding cell. The report said, "Suicide by hanging." Ethan read it again and again, but it made no sense. Marcus had been terrified but hopeful. He'd begged to call his mother. He wasn't the kind of boy to give up. Ethan's hands trembled as he walked into the cell. He saw the marks on Marcus's wrists, the bruises, the kind that don't come from rope. He looked up at the security camera, red light off. No footage. "What happened here?" he whispered. Kane's voice came from behind him. "You ask too many questions, Walker." Ethan turned. "The camera's off." "Why?" Kane shrugged. "Power glitch. You know how it is." Something deep inside Ethan cracked. He knew the truth wasn't lost. It was buried. The next morning, the department issued a statement. Suspect Marcus Reed, age 19, tragically took his own life while in custody. Investigation ongoing. But there was no investigation. Only silence. Days passed. Weeks. The media moved on. But Ethan couldn't sleep. Every night he heard Marcus's voice. "Please, sir. I didn't do anything." He tried to convince himself, "You followed procedure. You didn't kill him." But guilt doesn't care about rules. It only cares about truth. He drove by Marcus's neighborhood once. There, on the corner, was a small candlelight memorial. A photo of Marcus, smiling. A sign, "Justice for Marcus Reed." A woman knelt there, his mother. She held a candle in one hand, a photo in the other. Ethan stopped the car but couldn't step out. He watched from the shadows. She looked up, right in his direction, as if she could feel his guilt through the dark. "They took my baby," she whispered, and the world moved on. People think racism is loud, burning crosses, slurs, and hate. But the real danger is silence. Silence when you know something's wrong. Silence when you could speak but don't. I told myself it wasn't my fault. I told myself I was just doing my job. But deep down I knew I was part of the system that broke him. 5 years passed. Ethan left the force, said it was for personal reasons. His marriage struggled. He rarely spoke. He tried to forget. But guilt is a ghost that doesn't fade. His son, Liam, was 12 now, bright, curious, full of questions. New school, new friends, new hope. Until one day he came home smiling. "Dad, I made a new friend today. His name's Caleb Reed." The name hit Ethan like a punch. Reed. Marcus Reed's little brother. Life has a way of bringing your past back to your door. I thought I'd buried the truth, but the truth had a name. And it was sitting at my dinner table, smiling, innocent, and unaware of the